So I just read a bit of the Sermon on the Mount from the book of Matthew and the New Testament, and I wanted to, while I was at it, read a little bit more from Corinthians chapter 13. It's about love. If I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but do not have love, I have become a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy, and know all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. And if I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I deliver my body to be burned, but do not have love, it profits me nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, and is not jealous. Love does not brag, and is not arrogant, does not act unbecomingly. Love does not seek its own, is not provoked, does not take into account a wrong suffered, does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails, but if there are gifts of prophecy, they will be done away. If there are tongues, they will cease. If there is knowledge, it will be done away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when the perfect comes, the partial will be done away. When I was a child, I used to speak as a child, think as a child, reason as a child. When I became a man, I did away with childish things. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know fully, just as I also have been fully known. But now abide faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. So I'm really interested in the second to last verse, where it's written, "For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know fully, just as I have been fully known." So it's almost as though, who is knowing, I think, is God. So when we know fully, which I guess is meant when we love fully, we will have been fully loved in return, but only when we fully love. Until then, we see in a mirror dimly. We know only in part. It's interesting. What do you guys think about this verse? It's verse 12 from chapter 13 of Corinthians. For now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I shall know fully, just as I also have been fully known. Interesting.